girl Helen lost her mother to a tragic accident, an accident that she was blamed for having caused. Now all grown up, Helen is an actress who's just landed a big role. As opening night approaches, not only does her past trauma resurface, but her co-stars begin to meet grisly ends at the hands of an unseen killer. I first saw Nightmares many years ago, having rented the movie under its alternate title, Stage Fright. I was actually looking for the Michele Soavi film, Stage Fright. However, I recognized pretty quickly that I had rented the wrong Stage Fright. All of the actors were Australian, and there was no axe-wielding maniac running around wearing an oversized owl mask. However, there were plenty of people running around naked. Not a bad compromise. But this Stage Fright does have something in common with the other Stage Fright. Stage Fright, aka Nightmares, was not only inspired by American slashers, but seemingly Italian giallos too. And one of those influences is clearly John Carpenter's Halloween. We get a plethora of POVs from our heavy-breathing killer, and the film's score is a little Halloween-y, but Halloween on speed. We're also treated to giallo elements by means of its murder mystery setup, involving a killer wearing black gloves. Writer and director John D. Lamond wears his influences on his sleeve here, but he knows his audience, and he knows what sells. As a matter of fact, here's a quote from the late Mr. Lamond on Nightmares, and I quote, "I wanted to make it as gratuitous as possible. There's no point being subtle, and I thought I'd like to slash the bare behind of some bird who's being screwed in the makeup room." End quote. Nightmares features an ample amount of skin, considering that most of the victims in this film are murdered directly following a roll in the hay. So quickly following the act that several victims are dispatched while still in their birthday suits. The kills aren't anything to write home about, but the killer's weapon of choice is fairly unique. A broken shard of glass. When a character hears glass breaking nearby, it's kinda like the killer's calling card, which is a nice touch. Lamond supplies the film with a fairly good sense of humor. One character new to the stage is scolded by co-stars for whistling one day and for wearing a green shirt on another, both apparently theater actor faux pas. And just about every scene involving the snooty theater critic who intends to skewer the production is highly entertaining. On the downside, for a movie that's not even 90 minutes in length, there's a lot of padding, and the identity of the killer is made painfully obvious early on. It was so obvious, in fact, that I was sure that there had to be some kind of twist toward the end, but no. Why such an effort was made to keep the identity of the killer a mystery throughout the film beats me. Nightmares doesn't do anything you haven't seen done before and done significantly better in scores of other slashers, but that doesn't mean that it isn't worth your time. I had a great time with Nightmares, and I think you will too. I say check it out. As for this new Blu-ray release from Umbrella Entertainment, part of their Ozploitation Classics line, the back of the release doesn't note any kind of new transfer or elaborate restoration. It just says 1080p high definition. But I thought the picture quality for this release was pretty good. Now granted, this movie was shot on a low budget. It definitely was not shot to look good. Even though it may have been inspired by giallos, John D. Lamont definitely didn't shoot it to look like a giallo. Still, I thought the picture quality was quite good. I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5. Same thing for the audio quality. I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5 as well. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have Not Quite Hollywood extended interviews with director John D. Lamond, actress Nina Landis, and cinematographer Gary Wapshot. It's 28 minutes and 6 seconds in length. Mr. Lamond discusses how Nightmares was inspired by Halloween, how he got the film financed, and more. Ms. Landis discusses breaking her ankle while making the film, and more. Mr. Wapshot discusses working with director John Lamond, being inspired by both American and European films, the amount of blood used in the film, and more. We get 9 minutes and 4 seconds of deleted scenes. We get Confessions of an R-rated filmmaker, which is 8 minutes and 9 seconds in length. It's an archival interview with John D. Lamond in which he discusses being a controversial filmmaker, hated by critics and loved by audiences. We have the John D. Lamond trailer reel, stills and poster gallery, a TV spot and the theatrical trailer, and an audio commentary with John D. Lamond and filmmaker Mark Hartley. This is a very nice Blu-ray release for Nightmares from Umbrella Entertainment, part of their Ozploitation Classics line. If you've not seen Nightmares, I recommend it. This release would be a great addition to your collection, or if you are a fan of Nightmares, then you definitely want to look into picking up this release from Umbrella Entertainment and add it to your collection. I'll post a link to Umbrella Entertainment's website down in the description. Go over and check them out. If you've seen Nightmares, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge shout out to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for exclusive live streams, get early access to videos, and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Become a channel member and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.